Well, it was a nice victory against a pretty good team. A team that won 19 games, has 4 starters back. So proud of our guys, the way we competed, the way we rebounded on both ends, where we shared the basketball and took care of the basketball. We didn't shoot it particularly well, but I guess we were much better from the 2-point than we were from 3-point. Only 17% from 3, but I know we can shoot the ball. So just overall pleased against a team that will more than likely have a great shot of winning their league.
Do you know that those guys can play that kind of defense well for long stretches of time like they did?
I was hoping. We've been spending a lot of time. We've done countless hours of defensive drills, and there obviously there's not a lack of athletic talent nor will to win. There was just a lack of know-how and actually showing it for 40 minutes. So tonight, we held a pretty explosive team. I watched video 3 games from last year, and boy, Eves can really score. He's great in transition. Stevens can really shoot it. He had 93s last year, and Mortimer's a very good point guard, and Riley played great. And they just, for them, this would be a tough opener. I wouldn't want to have to open up here. I wouldn't want to have to open up against us here. So it's a tough opener, but you watch their scores. They'll be much better as the year goes on. They'll probably knock off a team where they get paid a check, and I'm just glad it wasn't us.
Rondo led all scorers. Reeves played extremely well. Was there any particular stat that surprised you the most, good or bad?
I'm glad that we won the boards by 21 and held the turnovers to 10. 12 is the number that we want to keep equal or under on turnovers. And the biggest thing for our team is, I'm just worried as a young team, an inexperienced team, is keeping turnovers down and rebounding the basketball on both ends. And if we can do that, we've got enough guys that can put the ball in the basket. We've got 10 or 12 starter quality guys, in my opinion. I mean, you've got, I don't know who the 12th man would be, whether it's Eric Hamilton or C.J. Kaiser, but they're pretty talented and athletic.
How encouraged were you by Kelly's 9 points, 9 rebounds?
I love the fact that he was very aggressive. He was a man on the defensive glass, and he does a wonderful job of running our stuff. Forced one pass in a double team in the first half. I don't know what his second turnover was, but maybe the pass that went through his hands in the second half. But I thought he was really good. I like when he's aggressive, taking the ball to the basket and knocking down the open shot.
I would dare say Fran Camp's never started a game and not scored.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from him as he transitions here a little bit?
Well, I thought his defense continually is getting better. He had 4 assists, 1 turnover. He runs our stuff. He's really communicating well with the bench. Neither he nor Deshaun were able to get a basket to go down, but I thought they were both effective in their own way. 7 assists, 1 turnover, and we won by 46. You've heard me say this before. You judge a point guard on wins and losses. So right now they're 1-0.
So which of the players has really come along defensively that would help you have such a good defensive effort up and down the roster? Who's kind of made some strides recently?
I think all of them have. I mean, it's hard to spend as much time and put as much emphasis and go as hard as we do, as many days as we have, without improving. I mean, you would literally have to just not participate or slosh your way through it, and that's not going to happen. So they have to get better. It's just repetition.
Just remind you of the 2011 team.
I don't want to go there yet.
Just as far as the number of guys that you kind of the even distribution.
That was a team that should have gone to the NCAA. They just didn't have the makeup of the last couple of years teams where they could finish off a couple of wins at home in February, but they ended up going to the NIT and won the 5 games by an average of maybe 18 points, something like that. So I mean, we're pretty balanced, talented, deep that year. Maybe this is a similar team. I don't know.
How much will you know after Sunday? Because that's obviously
Yeah, I think we'll know a little more after Sunday. I mean, that's a really good team. You've got them and Tulsa coming in on Wednesday. So our goal is to be 4-0 going to the Bahamas, and you can't be 4-0 unless you're 1-0, and you can't be 4-0 unless you're 2-0. So this was behind us, and we move on to Long Beach State. One of the things that we've been doing, unbeknownst to the players, is preparing for Long Beach State and South Carolina State in preparation for this game, because we're going to see a lot of pressure from both teams, and a little bit different pressure from Long Beach State, but we've already been practicing.
You mentioned a lot of talent up and down the bench. How close are some of these starting races right now?
Well, they're really close, but I don't get too worked up on that. You know, Daryl had 18 minutes, which was third on our team, and Deshaun had 16, which was like fourth on the team tonight. The leading scorer was a guy off the bench. The second leading scorer was another guy off the bench. I don't get caught up in it. I have to put 5 guys out there, and we try to put the 5 guys out there. They're going to start the game the best. We thought Brown would be a good matchup on Eves, which he was. And then, you know, I've got to make sure that these guys are rested for Sunday. It's a quick turnaround. I mean, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock here, so we play at, 2 o'clock on Sunday, I think?
7.
Oh, is it a night game?
Can you change
Is
that?
it Sunday night?
You go to 2, yeah.
You
Was
can
it Sunday
change
night?
to-
Oh, I thought it was an afternoon game. Okay. Well, good. We've got a few more hours to prepare.